here because of a couple of reasons. And I really put this out there, and I'm not judging anybody because, hey, I make a lot of videos here. It could be a number of different
not
reasons,
my friend.
and I'll explain
Nor
to you
will
what
it
I
ever
think
be my friend.
and my thoughts on this.
I don't get it.
One,
you young kids get it.
Are,
God bless you.
Again, like I said a little earlier, almost 1,500 games
this
coming out the year over the last 10 years.
Me up a wall.
That's a lot of games. And games don't have the same shelf life
Sunday get together,
as they
but
do in the old
I'm
days.
gonna
Because
keep
when
this,
they came
I'm gonna
out,
keep all the
if there was
subjects
a work
away because
replacement game that came
we have a
out
podcast
in 1970,
and
well, it took
I really
a
don't
while
want to take away from all the things that I
to get
really
another work
think
replacement
about
game.
and get in my head. If you can hear me and see me,
to
just
even
let me know.
come close to
This
replacing
thing
it.
drives me up a wall.
But on the other hand,
especially
there were so many
the
hex
podcasting
games,
thing, which
you know,
I'm trying to
war
figure
games.
out.
Nobody
Steph,
got
how
tired
are
of
you?
them. We kept
Tuki,
playing
how
them.
are you? Good to see you.
So, is it the amount
sorry
of games
for the little
that
glitch,
you,
but
you
I
just
think
get
we got it all
fatigued
figured
with?
out.
Is it all the
I always have like
Kickstarters
a pile of
and
notes,
things like that?
That's going to be for the
you get
podcast.
fatigued with.
Okay,
you
well,
can
that
get
game
on
really
Apple,
looks interesting.
Stitcher, but if I want that,
I believe Google
I'm gonna have
now.
to wait years.
I'm trying to figure out
on top of
double
it,
audio. Okay.
Boy, look at all the stuff that you have to have with it. Well, why? If I want to.
How's that? Better? Should be better. No. 1, 2. Okay, I think we fixed it. Sorry about that. You know what the problem is? I have to have one setting for the. I have to have one setting for the podcast, which I don't understand what I'm doing. It hasn't turned out that badly, but is there an echo at all? Because there shouldn't be. Okay, good now. Okay, great. Yeah, I've got to figure out. I just have to have one computer for the podcast and then another computer just to stream on, because it screws up all my settings, and I'll figure it out. I'm still learning how to do some of that stuff I can't figure out. There's things I want to kind of do, intros, outros. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm giving it a go. Everybody said, hey, you should do a podcast. You know, we're sick of some of these fake ones that, you know, it's all laughing and this, that, and the other. And I'm trying to do something a little bit different where it takes more of a serious but fun tone. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to get another one up this Wednesday. I'm going to try to do them every Wednesday because I usually have a bunch of stuff to talk about by then. From the title, of course, as you can see, the end is finally near. I've just had enough. We're just happy to see and hear you from here. There is no echo. Still waiting on Skyrim to be shipped. A matter of fact, it came out at Miniature Market. I'll get back to the main subject, but I'm gonna ask Tuki. I'm gonna finish up with Tuki's thing here. Skyrim, I've got it all coming. I'm really excited to play that. I'm surprised it came out at the end of the year. I was able to get it with a gift card that I had for Miniature Market, and we'll see when it gets here. That's all I can say. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully it gets here soon. In the meantime, there's just been a ton of stuff that I want to fill you up on. This has been probably one of the worst years of my entire existence. Last year I thought was really bad because how sick I was with the whole pandemic thing, and still not getting better. But you add on this, and then the move, the struggles that we had to try to keep this channel going because of internet, and other things. The farm has been overwhelming. Work, you still got to pay for it, and I've just been pushed to the end. Me too. I saw that Fun Again in India Indiana is ready to ship. They were supposed to start this week, but ran into delays. Gotcha, Tukey. But I've had probably one of the most challenging years I've had, and you're trying to protect your family. And this year is almost over. Thank God. I mean, next year, I just, not that anything changes from the 31st to the 1st, but you hope that, over time, gradually things get better and easier. And maybe you just have, you have a year that's a little better to talk about. This has just been way too much for me and the family. We've really been through a lot. And, trying to learn a lot of things, Justin with his struggles, when we made the deal to come here with the whole family, there was certain things that were going to happen and they just never happened. And, I am somebody that will take the ball and run with it. And that's my problem. And after all these years, I'm just not a young man anymore. You just can't, run the way you like to run, You don't hit the ball as far as you need to, when you need a home run. Sometimes you got to be a little creative. But this is a year that I'm very happy that will be over with. And, as we inch closer to the end of it, I was thinking back, I was laying in bed because I don't sleep very well. And just thinking of everything that could have gone wrong, from septic tanks to, having to rebuild fences, Elsie getting sick. She's better now, thank God. And not knowing what to do. Just trying to find our foothold here, and we're very resilient people. We have a lot of heart. My arm not working properly. We'll talk more about that very shortly. Let me move this out of the way since we're going to be talking about some of that. And just really, really just giving everything I humanly could to this. The channel has suffered a lot. It's stunting growth and this, that, and the other because I don't get to do the things that I want to do or what I envision. Not that it would have grew any bigger, but it's been hard to keep this thing going. You have to have that drive and that inner presence to really keep going. I just saw something. I'm going to grab it in a second here. So the podcast, you're going to want to download it. It's Rob's Tabletop World. Give us a 5-star review. I'm really trying to get it going. It's something that's really breathed a lot of life back into me as far as gaming is concerned. And it's something I'm excited about. Don't mind the background. I'm using a different camera because we are actually clearing this whole thing out. The other thing I want to tell you is go to our Mecari store. Okay. Please go to our Mecari store and check out all our stuff. Mecari is difficult. It is not an easy thing to find the queen, but you're going to find her Tiana 64. You're going to put in the game Thunder Rolls board game, and then you'll see hers. It should be, I think, somewhere around $40-45. It'll be hers. It's cheaper than everybody else's. And like I said, we put up a whole bunch of new stuff up there. We just went to the storage unit. I think we put another 10 games, and then we put up another 6, 9, 12, another 12 video games up. So, and we're going to put up even more this coming week. So you're going to want to stick your head in there. We accept offers on things. If it's ridiculous, we're not going to take it. Come on, right? We're trying to help you, but we can't give it away. We can't take a tremendous loss, and we're trying to raise money for charity, which we've been doing pretty decently with. So we've sold a ton of stuff, and we have so much more to sell. We have a whole storage unit, and we're going to be putting it up over time, and I'm excited about it because it's going to help us get where we need. Family is always first. will still be here. Well, that's true to a degree, Derek. I think eventually people go, remember when Rob Tabletop World was pretty good or okay. You have to perform, or people will just go, well, there's 9,000 different board gamer guys out there. Okay, you know, I went on there because I was trying to learn some Skyrim stuff, because I have that coming in, and I put in Skyrim. There are 9,000 channels I've never even heard of. Okay, 9,000 channels, and I say this all the time. I just can't believe how many channels out there. Everybody thinks, the old guard. Back in the day, there were maybe 40, 50 of us. Now I got to say there's like 500, 600 of us that do this, and you get lost in some get lost. Sometimes people get tired of the old guard. That's all right. When people are totally tired of this and over it, I'll move on. I'll go do something else. It won't stop me from doing what I'm doing. The thing that kills me is, and I think I don't want to hit on any of the stuff that I have for the podcast, because I really spend a lot of time jotting down my thoughts, because it's easier to talk and I can say more things on the podcast. And I think that works really well. So make sure that you go and you subscribe to Rob's Tabletop World wherever you get your podcast. I'm trying to get it on every platform I possibly can and do all the things that you're supposed to do with it. And I'm going to see if it does well. I mean, it's doing okay. It's doing a lot better than I thought it was. I was completely blown away by that. I mean, who would want to hear me talk for an hour? I can't talk for an hour. But there you go. What's coming up this week? A lot of great stuff. I'm very proud of the things that I was able to accomplish this week. Not going anywhere. I always look forward to content from Rob. He puts out more insightful videos than some of these millennials. Well, thank you so much. I think that's the thing that hurts me and helps me in a lot of ways. I'm not a millennial. I'm far from it. I just me. That's all. I'm just me. What a year. I'm so glad it's almost over. Lost my mom and last day of March. Never forget that. I'll never forget that. We were moving. We were in the last day. We had to be out by the 1st in here. And boy, what a disaster that was. Because we were moving 3 houses into this house and then the house down on the hill. And I was thinking about this last night. And this is stuff that's not for the podcast. This is just me talking to you as anybody would talk to you. And I'm sitting there, and we're getting stuff into the thing, and my daughter was with me, and my wife was with me, and I went to the mailbox to get the mail for one last time. And I got a letter from an attorney. And it was basically telling me that I was cut out of the will. And I was like, oh, okay. I always told my mom, we never saw eye to eye. I go, but I have a younger brother, actually 18 years younger than I am, David. When my mom had me, I was pretty much not wanted. She was too young. She had me too young, and she even said that. She said, as a matter of fact, the last thing she said to me were so horrible, I can't even say them here. But I got that letter, and we're trying to coordinate all this stuff, and it's a thing. And I just handed my wife. I go, it's nothing. It's just from a lawyer. She turned to me and she said, Rob, no. This isn't just from a lawyer. I think something happened to your mom. So she went on, the queen and her phone. Went on and found out that my mom had died March 20th. Here it is. I don't find out till April 1st. Nobody called me. Nobody told me anything. It's all right. But you know, I think when you lay alone in bed, I don't care what relationship you had or abandonment or whatever you may feel, you wonder if you were a good enough son. You wonder if you could have done things better, if you could have ate more of the garbage or been a better person. Nobody's perfect. And you know, I thought about that last night because you know, right about now you start thinking, wow, you know, I got to start thinking about the end of the year, you know, what I need to do. I'm headed into a vacation, a very lengthy vacation, which I need because I want to concentrate more on some of the things out on the farm, but mostly on this channel. And I had such a good week last week with this channel, but I laid there and you know, it just goes by in a blink of the eye. You know, my little girl. Yeah, I see her. She's under there. You know, she's 8 now. You know, what am I going to do without her? She's been my best friend my whole life. I don't have friends, you know. I have you guys. You know, I turn this thing on and I talk to you guys. It's so easy. It's so therapeutic in a way. And yet, you know, I know some of you out there are feeling the same way I feel. It's very hard to relate to somebody when you're such a strong personality at times. It's just the way it is. You know, military guy. I've always been a jock. I like things that are different. You know, I wasn't one of those guys that go to the keggers and things like that. I was a guy that just wanted to go and build models and wanted to go play Bard's Tale, you know, just sit there at a friend's house and go, no, take a left here. That thing's over there. You know, map stuff. You know, I'd be there with the graph paper. Okay, where are you going, left? Okay, going right? Okay, this building here, that's an inn right there in Scarborough. Okay, right there, right in. Have a little, I would make a, now, this is kind of funny because architecture. Hold on, I have to get this. So forgive me. I don't want to knock this camera over like I did while I was podcasting. You'll hear a big bump at the end of the second episode. Bunk. That's me. I got this the other day. I'll talk more about this in a bit. I just wanted to get it so I can talk a little bit about it. And you know, the old version didn't have the thing on the Xbox where you can hit the button and it'll automatically map everything. But back in the day when you would take architecture as a class, it was all pencils, rulers, and protractors and stuff like that. So you had to learn how to make your key. And then I would build out this beautiful thing on graph paper. I used to take the graph paper from school. And that's what I would do. You know, I wasn't, you know, I was a superb athlete. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but toot. And Bard song? No, Bard's Tale. Bard's Tale is a very old video game. And we would map everything out, you know, Ultima, Fantasies. And that was a Friday night. And then, you know, we'd drive around, go to the arcade, you know. I never dated much as a kid. You know, I was always just, I wasn't one of those guys that was so aggressive. I always felt bad for girls that you know, here's this guy, and I always think in the back of my head when I'd go talk to somebody, she really doesn't want to talk with me. She's just being nice, you know, and you'd walk away. It's weird. I don't know how I got onto that tangent, but like I said, I think more or less what I was trying to say is how different we all are, you know. And when I spend time here, you know, talking to you guys, I try to maybe reach some people that feel the same way I do at times, you know. and that for me, maybe I can help somebody. Maybe there is someone that's younger that might be going through or feeling a certain way, and you can say, hey, it's going to be all right. All these things have a way of working out. They do. They have a way of working themselves out. When you are at your lowest, if you just dig deep and keep a positive mindset, these things have a way of working themselves out. And you'll say, wow, I can't believe I went through all that. I had a great day, a great week filming things for the channel. I got some really interesting things. I've made a video about analytics. You'll see later in the week. You're going to see 2 painting videos. Now, when was the last time you've seen a bunch of painting videos? I feel very, very, very good about these, as a matter of fact. And let me see if I can get this camera to respond. All right, let's do that. Move our Godzilla thing here. And what time is it? Because we go out to breakfast every Sunday morning. I try to do this beforehand. Above cam. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit. All right, hold on here. I know. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. All right, so I finished painting you're going to see a video on this stuff here. Yes. I finally finished painting. Just stay there, Gab. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to show you how to paint this guy. I have to highlight this black stuff. That's just taking some light gray and just dry brushing over. Okay, let me back this out just a hair so it doesn't lose focus. Come on, bro. Okay, so there we go. Didn't mean to bore you guys with that story. You're more experienced in gaming, and it shows. Thank you. You're going to keep being you and have lots to look forward to in the coming year. Thank you, Tuki. Sauron Guitar. 2023 is the year of rethinking my board gaming hobby. Yeah, me too. I'm going to do things a little bit smarter instead of jacked up. This game here is probably one of the best beginner painting games that you can ever get. I did this guy. I really like him. The Dark Knight there. I really like what I did with him because I feel that he did a good job. And we got our creepy cultists, skeletons. But what I did is, if anybody's ever read Sin City or saw the movie, I went for a more Sin City kind of look, where you just have very little different types of for the heroes. It was only for the heroes that I did this, where I went with a black and white with just touches of color in certain areas. I kind of like it, to be honest with you. And I wanted to do something different with these guys, and I did, and I thought it was cool. Funker Beast, how are you? From Tokyo, one of the greatest places in the world. That's for doggone sure. So you're going to see this video later in the week. How I finished up part 2 of Dark Souls. And then we got 2 guys ready for our yes, you got it. Frostgrave. The Drifter, who was like one of the coolest characters out there. I got him all jacked up. Okay. And then the Blade Spear. Banner Spear. Which this was a lot of fun to do. I really enjoyed this. So you'll see how I put these 2 together. That'll be tomorrow. And it'll give you a nice little guide. What I wanted to do was just, I'm not out there to show you, hey, look, and show off and go crazy and show you something, how to paint something outside your skill level. I like to talk to people that are beginners, and I'm making blueprints that you could follow, and you can get this stuff to the table. The same thing with that Dark Souls game. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, and I want to show you this. Forgive me. FASA. We all know them, right? They just you're going to see a video that I made on this. Okay, Interceptor. It's pretty cool. It's a very unique system. I thought it was very, very cool, and we're going to go with that. I also got this in, which I was very excited about, and that's Dungeon Bowl Deathmatch. 2 new teams in there, which I'm always excited to do, and I owe you guys a Dungeon Bowl video, and I got the stuff there, so I'm gonna do that. So, it was a good solid week of videos. I got them scheduled. I got everything set, and that's going to give me time to do the podcast, get the Mecari stuff, more stuff up on the Mecari, so we can get it to you before Christmas. I'm setting everything up so when I'm on vacation, that almost every other day we're doing some kind of playthrough, because I owe you a bunch. So I'm excited about that, and I really feel that we're heading in the right direction. It's been a horrible, horrible year, and I'm so glad it's almost over. The end is almost here, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. This is just really taking a toll on all of us, I think. I think we've all had tough times. I don't care what side, whatever. We're all people. We have to start seeing that. Have you gotten GMT's Skies Above Britain? I want to say I did. Oh. Kids are getting in trouble. No, I don't think I've gotten my GMT box yet. Usually I get stuff from GMT. Probably I'll have something coming very soon. I did get a box last month with a bunch of expansions, but they usually send me a box full of things. It's hit or miss. Richard, how are you? I got Dungeon Bowl because of you. Still trying to get it painted and to the table. Well, I got it all painted, and I'm gonna do a live playthrough, even if I have to play myself. I'll try to get Knucklehead to help me, but we'll see how he does. Those two little monkeys drive us crazy. Trying to think what else I had to hit on. Yeah, just make sure you check out the Mecari store. It's Tiana64, and put in Thunder Rolls. Look up that game and lock her in as a seller. You can save a seller, and you can constantly see what they have going for them. So you want to do that, okay? And I put up a whole bunch of really, really good stuff at really great prices. Trust me, better than Miniature Markets prices. Okay, and they do real well. And then don't forget to check out our podcast, okay? I'm really excited about it. It's something you'll see every episode 3 is coming out on Wednesday. I try to keep them to about an hour to 2 hours. I want you know what I can't stand is a 15-minute podcast. Because I drive a lot, and I don't want to listen to something. You start to get settled in, you start driving, you get into it, and then it just fizzles out. It's over. I like to give you something that I make sure that I break into segments, and it's a good long talk. And maybe I catch your interest, help you on a long drive. Maybe you drive an hour to work and back an hour, or maybe a half hour or something like that. And then, you can have something to listen to a day instead of listening to stale music. There you go. What should I expect from your channel for 2023? You're going to see a growing podcast where we start hitting and tackling some things that nobody else will tackle. I'm not going to be afraid to talk about things. I'm not going to be afraid of being canceled. I'm not going to be afraid of being told I can't go to a convention. I'm going to tell you the truth about a lot of things. And confession is good for the soul, I guess you can say. And I think, I've sat here for years and said, hey guys, what are you doing? Why are you throwing your money there, and there? You know, keep it in your pocket. Go buy yourself some games. Go enjoy yourself. Take care of your family instead of supporting people that shouldn't be supported. Well, why? Why would I say things like that? I don't even want you to support me. I'm doing fine. Okay, I work very hard. I work a couple jobs. I do this, and I work my day job and other things, and I believe that you got to put in hard work to earn things, not have things handed to you. Listen, I appreciate everything you guys do. There are a lot of you that donate and stuff like that, and we tried to help other people as well as do some things here, with paints and things like that, because it does get expensive. And I'm just trying to get my arm going again where we can paint again. Chen, how are you, my brother? And hello from Taiwan. Would love to see you play through a playthrough of Silent Death. Matter of fact, I brought that back here. Yep, there it is. Richard, I might do it over the holiday. What do you think of that? Yeah, I'll do that over the holiday. I owe you guys a couple of really good things. Hero Quest is one of them. Warhammer Quest is another I want to put in there. Dungeon Bowl I want to get in there. We're going to try to do a little Frost Haven. I like to get that in. You got a big video coming up. My Rob's Top Games of 2022. I'm excited about that because this was probably the best year for games. Best year in a long time for games. There's just so much quality that came out. Problem is, a lot of people are burnt out. And it's true. There's a lot of scalping going on, and it gets exhausting. Waiting for stuff, it gets exhausting. And, I think it hurts the hobby a little bit. I'm going to talk more about that because I got a kick. I had a whole bunch of negative comments to a video I did. Is eBay and Kickstarter bad for, dangerous for board gaming? And they go, oh no, I could buy all these old games and stuff like that. I go, that's not what I was talking about. Maybe if you watched the video, which was 17 minutes long, but you put in comments that at this when the video was only up for 6 minutes. It means you didn't watch it. You see, you took the cliff notes and said, oh well, I'll show him. So stupid. It really is. People are stupid, and the internet is stupid. The internet is such a gift, and then it's such a curse at the same time. How is your storage situation right now? We're trying to whittle through. We cleaned up one storage unit. We ended up buying a bigger storage unit, and I started putting all the stuff down I'm going to keep, and then the secondary storage unit. We're starting to work on and starting to get the stuff up on Mecari. Hopefully it'll be gone soon. We're doing what we can. Thank you, Sauron. But we're getting there. I'm finding things that I didn't even realize that I have. It's ridiculous. You don't realize until you start opening a box and going, oh, how long has this box been sealed? Since 1990. Finding stuff in the wrapper. I found a Battlefleet Galactica. Battlefleet Gothic, new sealed. I went, oh, okay. And I'm off to put the horses outside. All right, Tukey, thanks, bro. Oh, time to put the horses outside. Have a great day, brother, and thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. So, there you go. I am going to go take a shower, and then I'm taking the Queen out. Next week, at the same very time, the Queen will make her annual appearance to wish you all a happy holiday and talk more about the Mecari. Tiana64, just type in Thunder Rolls, find the game, and find the one that she's selling, lock her in. Enjoy the farm and take care of yourself. Tukey, thank you so much for all the comments and everything and all the support and all the kind words. I can't thank you enough, my brother. All of you, thank you so much. Our podcast, be sure to check us out. New podcast this Wednesday coming up. You can find it at Google. You can find it at Stitcher. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. Download it. Give us a 5-star review if you like what you hear. Only if you like what you hear. It helps us get sponsors and things like that, and maybe support. It's a funny thing. Help support the podcast so we can continue to make the. Here's the thing. You get a thing. You turn it on, you talk, and you upload it. It's not that hard. Anybody can do it. Any idiot can make their own podcast. This idiot did. Queen Day is a holiday tradition. Yes, it is, where you get to ask the Queen everything in the world, and then she wears a really nice Christmas sweater that's new. And then we're going to talk about some of the things that we've been able to do or that we have planned to do. She's been a big help, and I really love it. The podcast is great. Have a good day. Oh, thank you, Chen. That means a lot to me, because I really didn't think it would do well, but I've got a lot to say. Matter of fact, I've got about 4 pages of notes, and this one's going to be a good one. And then next week we're going to do a real good year-end one, and we're going to try. I'm going to try to do one a week. It'll come out every Wednesday. So just be on your toes and look for it. And if you get a chance, if you like it, great. Help continue to listen to it. That's the best thing that can ever happen. If you don't like it, that's all right. It's not for everybody. So that's a good thing too. I love you all. I really do. And I am so glad this year is almost over. But we're going to finish strong. We're going to try to finish on a positive note and do a lot of great things. We got a lot of great painting videos coming up. I'm going to paint a couple more Frostgate Grave guys. I'm going to do a couple tutorials so you guys can get a feel of this and be able to do this when you get yours. We did Dark Souls, so that's complete. And I promised Matthew and a few other people, Hero Quest, you're going to be seeing that video next week finally. So I'm very excited because we painted that. I'm not going to show you the figures because I'm not done with them yet. Matter of fact, I'm going up to get some paints today. Up at the Bearded Brown Coat, my place to go get stuff. I love those guys. Support them; they're fantastic. I love you all. We're going to be doing more painting videos, which will be fun. The live stuff's too hard to do, and we're still trying to work on the internet here, so we'll get there. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, I'll see you soon, everybody. Have a great Sunday, and I got ton of great content coming out this week. Look for the podcast on Wednesday. Make sure you check out our Mecari Tiana 64. Put in Thunder Rolls, the board game, because somebody bought the Bard song real cheap. They got a great deal on it, and I was happy to sell it to this person. And just look forward to it. We got a lot of great things coming. I love you all, and we'll see you soon. Take it easy, everybody. It's your old pal Rob saying we'll see you soon.